Hello everybody and welcome back to my Dark Souls 3 quality build playthrough. My name is Boreal, and today we're gonna finish off the Catacombs. Now in the last episode, you showed how bad I was at doing this area. Like, I didn't die or anything, but I used a lot of Estus flasks. But hey, we survived. In between episodes, I just went back to Firelink Shrine and used the bone shard there, so now my Estus is +4. Aside from that, didn't do anything. It's only been actually a couple minutes since the last recording. So, let's go ahead and finish this off. Now, that guy will go down there, and then he'll shortly come back up, kill a bunch of rats. Then we're gonna wanna run behind him really quick, and then go off to the left or right. Now, his conductor is actually up in the rafters up here somewhere. I can't quite remember where. I think it's behind an illusory wall. But there is actually a lot to do here. This area is a little jam-packed. A lot of it is completely optional too, which is nice. What I don't like about rats is they kill your poise. I mean, a lot of stuff does, but rats in Dark Souls have always killed your poise for some reason. Anyways, over here you can see this is where the wheel skeleton area is. You can take them out from up above in that little hole, but really there's just not a whole lot of point. Best area to do, to tackle this, or best way to tackle this, is just go ahead, grab them one by one as per usual. That's generally how you do it with these guys. And then immediately run after them. Hit him a couple times. Pretty good. Oh yeah, and there is a couple of these guys as well. They are on the top ceiling area, so if you do have another weapon, especially one that has fire on it specifically, you are going to want to switch to it. Let me go ahead and back up a little bit from those guys over there. And I'm trying to, for some reason, to find my friggin' bow, but, oh, the guy's there. Trying to back up enough. Alright. I didn't really care too much about being hit by him. They do very little damage. And I do have a couple fire bombs here and fire arrows as well, but for some reason fire arrows don't do nearly as much damage. Anyways, go ahead and try and get him over. Oh, I'm actually a little encumbered now. He's just not coming down, is he? Come on, man. Coward. Alright. Of course, they'll usually try and drop directly on you if possible. And there are several of them in this area. So getting them to drop down is generally a good thing. Of course. Oh, that one just took a bunch of damage from something. Did he fall down? Not even entirely sure how that guy took damage. Maybe it was from the friggin' ball. Even then, I'm just unsure how he got there. If that's the case. That was weird. Then again, random enemies dying from random stuff in Souls is not exactly uncommon. Could be considered a criticism, but eh. Alright, don't need my sword anymore, so go ahead and I really need to do some inventory management. I'll probably do that in the next episode off screen. So I've only got like maybe one or so of those guys left. What are you even doing, man? Just in time for you to not get squished. Alrighty. Okay. Kill one of those slimes up there. I believe this is the last wheel skeleton. Oh, well that was weird. Accidentally kicked him instead of hit him. Alrighty, so there's a bunch of those guys up there, and of course more of these guys, so I was dumb and completely forgot that there was more. Alright. That's them two down and all my firebombs gone, but hey, I can always buy more. I like the rare. And the Karthus Blood Ring. I think that's just a straight dexterity thing. Let me go ahead. Yeah, oh no, yeah, no dexterity. Boosts rolling invincibility at the cost of defense. So, not a bad ring. I wouldn't really recommend using it if you're not used to rolling yet. But it'll certainly help. Because it'll help, I believe, increase your rolling iframes or the duration of them. But you take a slight defense hit, and so if you actually do get hit, it'll hurt. Isn't fun. So, watch out for that. Alright, he's going over there. Grab a couple things here, because there is still much, as you can see, there is still much to do here. Okay, I just punched him. That's hilarious. I didn't even realize I didn't have any weapon out. Oh, owie. Alright, there we go. Finite shard. That was pretty funny, though. I actually get a backstab on him, and it turns out it doesn't really matter. Okay, so this is an area we can go to. I'm just going to go over to it just because. We need to actually go into this area, but I didn't want to quite finish off this area yet. Oh, fire gem. Anyways, we can kill him. I think he drops something. Oh, you're dead. I haven't gotten the souls for it yet. That's weird. He's still alive somehow? Huh. He actually might be alive still somehow. That's weird. And yellow bug pellet. I never really used the pellets. Anyways, quickly take out these guys and you'll be fine. Go ahead and get that. Get that. And finally we can open this up and it opens up a little shortcut back to the area we were just in. Yep, as you can see. Oh. And now I have been invaded. A Night Slayer and he has the Fume Greatsword. So we're gonna go back in here to avoid any potential issues because some of the guys up there can actually cause some problems. This guy isn't too hard to deal with, but of course he has the Fume Greatsword, so if you do get hit by it, it is going to hurt. Oh, I just totally missed there. As you can see, that can hurt. I was doing fine up until then, funnily enough. Oh, ow. Yep. And of course, this is a NPC phantom. So. Yeah, he just suddenly got pretty defensive. Nope, that's bad. Saw that mistake a while away. He actually has a pretty decent ring, I believe he drops, though. Yeah, the Night Slayer's ring. That one actually causes some pretty interesting things to happen. Where is it? Here. Right here. Enemies lose more stamina when their garden attacks. So if any enemy has a shield, you will absolutely decimate them with larger weapons, especially ones like this. Two-handing them, you'll generally take out their stamina in 1 or 2 hits, allowing you to get pretty good critical attacks against them. Anyways, we're gonna go up here now, because I believe these guys are shooting at me anyways. See, right there is the guy controlling it, but that is who I was waiting for. Now, this is a weird place to fight him in, because he, of course, there's not a whole lot of room for you to move around in, but he can't either, so it isn't bad. As we're just gonna go ahead and kill this guy really quick. And, of course, just like the last one, when it comes back down, it will be good. Gonna want to ignore the guy behind us. And go ahead and try and take this guy out the best we can. Use the pillars to your advantage, of course. They'll always seem to move diagonally to you, if possible. And these guys... Oh, he's going to come back to life. These guys do have pretty high drop rate for things like Titanite shards, so keep that in mind if you ever want to farm some. And the Grave Warden's ashes. So now we got extra ashes to use. Alrighty, so now we can go back over this way and finish this off. Alrighty. Come on. Get dead now. And more Titanite shards. Cool stuff. And right there, of course, there's a trap. Which, if you're cheeky, you can use against those guys, but no real reason to. This is the area where we already explored anyways. So, this is just about the whole area here. We already explored pretty much everything, if I remember right, except for where we need to go. So, and of course the big ball exploded down here into a dark gem. And there is a random sewer crab. Because reasons. Alrighty, so now we just need to continue down. I think it's this way. Yep. And you can see there is a ton of skeletons here. Seemingly, you know, ones that aren't, you know, alive. But of course, as you can see, their bones are kind of floating above the ground and stuff. You know, those guys are just going to come alive just by looking at it pretty easily. A couple will come alive generally behind you around this time. But going up here, you can go off and see Henri again. And if you want to, you can jump down there in order to get to a secondary path to the other side of the bridge. That way, that will, I believe, not trigger them to come alive.
Ah, hello. We meet again.
Gonna take a drink?
Have you seen Horace anywhere?
I have not.
Oh yes, I see. I've searched high and low with no luck. Perhaps he's left the catacombs. Oh, Horace, where have you run off to?
Alrighty, so from this point on, we're going to go on a little bit of a detour before we finish this area. We're going to go a little bit into a somewhat of a secret area. We aren't going to finish it quite yet. We just want to get to the area where Horus is. So, if you see behind us, there are now a ton of skeletons. We want to just hit the bridge while they're coming over. And now there is a bunch of skeletons down there. Now, if you wait, you can now use this as a bridge. This is something that they aren't really forthcoming with. It almost seems that you'd have to wiki that in order to figure that out. But let's continue on here. Excuse me a moment. Gotta sneeze. Okay, and back. Now, this guy is a pain in the ass. I believe he does large AoE stuff. So I would suggest running away or whatever if needed. You can fight him. He isn't that bad, but he still is a bit of a pain in the butt. Can't remember, is this a mimic? That is a mimic. Alright. So, I guess we're gonna have to take out this guy first. His pathing's a little bit weird here. Huh. I know he likes to do big AoE into the ground. Oh, yep, here we go. Run away. Ow! Crap. Run away! Shit. Okay. Alright, we're fine in here. Oh, that's funny. I forgot the skeletons actually attack him. We can actually just let them do some of the work. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by that. Yeah. Alright. Haha, got him. With the help of a skeleton friend. Granted, he's gonna kill us now, but... Haha. Anyways, now that he's gone, we don't have to worry about him. We got the soul of a demon, so cool stuff. Now, I can't remember if any of these guys are illusions or not, so I'm gonna hit them. I know there is a couple in this area that are like that. But again, we aren't gonna go too deep into here, just deep enough to get what I want. Alright. Also, we need to go up to the mimic really quick as well. Alrighty. Gonna top ourselves off here really quick. And let's go ahead and attack this guy. He's got a lot of health for a mimic. Oh. There we go. Seem to have a lot of trouble dealing with us. And the Black Blade. Dex weapon, I believe. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at it really quick. Yep, a katana looking blade. And has 30 bleed. Alrighty. So once again, we're off the beaten path here. This might be a little bit of a longer episode than I figured it would be. Oh yeah, there's a lot of guys in this area if I remember right. And I think they all come back alive too. So you're gonna want to be very careful in this area. And here we go. Oop, there we go. a little annoying that I have to kill him twice. Okay, there's the other one. Okay. And we only have a couple more in here left. Here we go. Alrighty, that's good. Okay, none of those are it, I believe. I don't think there's any illusory walls in here. Again, I haven't been through this area in a long while. Alright, so, first and foremost. Oh, getting some frame drops here. Got the old sage's blindfold and the witch's ring. Nice, nice. And we have a bonfire here, which is nice as well. So we're going to go ahead and go at this bonfire really quick. And I think we will continue. Might be a little bit of a longer episode, but it will be fine. We might stop just before the boss of the actual area. Now here, we're going to go, I believe, immediately to our right. Watch out for that. I believe it does 3, yes. We're gonna go immediately in here. Alright. This is where what we came from. Came for, anyways. God, can't speak right now, apparently. I could have missed. Alright, Twinkling Titanite. And there is another one. Of course, if you can, you're going to want to run these guys into a wall or something. They will always run the opposite. Okay, or he could just clip through the wall. That's fine, I guess. Alright. Time for sadness. Yep. This is where Horus unfortunately fell. So, he is now hollow. As you can see with our ring, just one hit from him trying to block completely just destroyed his guard. And he isn't really that hard to kill, as you can see. And we gain a shield. Alright, let's grab the items here. Sadness. Yeah. So now we could have gone back up and told her he was down here without killing him, but that would have ended up in her premature death. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head back into the bonfire room that we were just in. I got 13 bones. Let's go ahead and just go right back. Got them, might as well use them. Alright, so from here we are going to go ahead and travel back to the Catacombs of Carthus. I remember correctly, should be fine. Interesting. Abyss Watchers, Firelink Shrine. Alrighty, is there not a warp to that specific bonfire? Yeah, I think the bonfire I was thinking of was the one with the Abyss Watchers. So I just got a little bit of a brain fart there. Anyways, the skeleton ball comes back because the guy's alive, I guess. But we don't have to worry about that too much. Enemies are back alive, but we'll just go ahead and run straight to where we need to be. Don't need to worry about the enemies all that much. We'll run through here, ignore everybody else. Should be a couple enemies that come alive in here. take him out. And let's go back and talk to Henri and tell her of the sad news.
Oh, Horace, have you abandoned me? No. What a horrible thought.
Yes, let's tell her.
Goodness me. To think there'd be a lake so deep within these catacombs. What a relief. I knew that Horace was alive and wouldn't stray far. Thank you. We are both in your debt.
I mean, I
This
guess.
card expresses my gratitude, but it'll have to do for now. Please take it. And may the flames guide your way.
Ring of the Evil Eye. Alright.
I will soon thank you.
Alright. So, apparently we told her that we saw him, but we didn't decide to tell her that, you know, he was dead. Which is weird, but, you know, whatever. Anyways, we can run right over here. Same thing. Destroy the bridge. Make sure the skeletons don't get you. Of course, again, you can drop onto that little platform down there and just run over here, but I sometimes find that the platforming there can be a bit weird, and I sometimes just fall straight off. Anyways, this is the boss area. This boss is I guess you could call it a gimmick boss. It isn't really terribly hard, but he has one attack which can basically one-shot you if you're not too careful. It's also a little confusing as to why this happens. I mean, there is a bit of lore about the figure himself, but as to why all this magical bullshit happens, I'm still a little in the dark about. Okay, so we don't really need the Night Slayer's ring on right now because our boss doesn't really use a shield, so we can use the Arthas milk ring here, boost our damage just a little bit. Anyways, that's him right here. And now let's, now what we want to do is attack those bracelets. And we don't want to get in that blue mist. He'll also spit mist out of his mouth, which isn't good. And you want to... I generally destroy the one on the left first because it's a lot easier. Then you could just go straight to the ones on the right. Okay, he's spitting out mist. Now you need to move forward up here, and he moves forward as well. If you get hit by that, you will die. So, don't get hit by that. Okay, so what are you doing? Okay, so now he's coming forward a bit. Of course, him slamming like that will hurt you. He likes to move around his arms a lot. And basically, he's just an annoying boss. He isn't even hard, really. He's just annoying. And after you destroy these three, he's done. That's it. And there you go. Probably one of the weakest bosses in Dark Souls history. Not in terms of damage, but in terms of design. Well, he's better than the friggin' tree, I guess. And I don't mean the curse-rotted greatwood. I mean the bed of chaos. And since at this time of recording, the Dark Souls 1 remake has actually been announced and is coming out, I think, in May. I wonder for the remake if they're actually going to change the boss fight at all. It would be pretty interesting to see if they actually change some mechanics and stuff like that. Make the whole experience better, because Lost Izalith in general was probably the weakest part of Dark Souls 1. On top of the, first game being fantastic, but, every chain has its weak point, and, well, Dark Souls is its, or, Dark Souls' weak point is Lost Izalith. Fantastic looking area, though, regardless. Okay, so, we did what we needed to do here. And welcome to Uracil of the Boreal Valley. Probably one of the most striking areas in this game. Visually. And pretty much everything you see here you'll get to go to. You'll get to go play down in there, get to play over there, and you'll get to play up there. Now there is a bonfire right there. Now there's a bonfire here. And, there's actually a bonfire right across from this bridge too, which is a little silly. Just a little bit. Now we will be stopping after we go across this bridge. However, there is a little bit of an event I want to do first. So it's very subtle, but you'll hear something drop behind you. You don't need to kill this guy. You do not need to, however. It's good to get him out of the way here when you don't have to deal with water. Oh, ow. Oop, heal. For some reason, just sometimes some of his movements will just hurt you for some reason and others won't. Oh. I guess that killed me. Wow. Alright, I guess I'm dead. Alright. Again, this guy isn't actually that hard, but... Wow. I didn't actually expect to die there, to be honest. But hey, our souls are right there. So no problem. No problem at all. And again, you could just run straight across the bridge, and there's a little force field over there which will repel him should you have trouble fighting him. Does he say there? I think I got hurt by his paw or something, but like I don't know exactly which paw. Okay, and we did critical damage there for a second. Ow. Oh, owie. Oh. Heal. Just one more hit. There we go. And the Pontiff's right eye. Again, could have handled that a bit better. Alrighty. So, let's continue across here. We did a lot in this episode, and there's probably a lot to reflect on. We will continue down into that big smoldering lake and do stuff there later. But for now, we are going to head here and finish this area off. This is the force field. If you didn't have the doll from Aldrich's tomb, then you could not go through. Anyways, I'm just going to grab this because this will probably bug people if I don't. And we are going to go ahead and end things here. So, thank you all for joining me on this episode of my Dark Souls 3 quality build playthrough, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody, and take care.